Yeah, it's grown a lot. I think over the last year since Mauricio and the staff have been here, they've really talked about togetherness and culture and chemistry and um, connection, and I think that's been the biggest thing that has developed and grown within the group, and now I think it's to the point where you know whether there's you know this group in, or these guys missed out, or new guys are in. I think everybody understands you know what that what that means and what that connection is, and what it should be. And so now when guys come in, it's automatic. It feels immediately like there's the connection and the camaraderie and the togetherness. And I think that's been the biggest change and biggest development over the course of the year.
And how important is to face another potential World Cup rival?
Yeah, it's always important. Obviously, we don't have any qualifying games. We have um, no games other than friendlies, so to speak. But they aren't friendlies, and it's the opportunity to see different styles of teams, different opponents, teams that do different things in terms of shape, or tactically and aggressiveness, and a team that you could potentially see in 8 months' time. So it's a good opportunity to play a meaningful game, and a game that you can actually get a feel for what the World Cup might be like.
Tim, just want to ask you about MLS having now the summer to spring calendar. Just your full thoughts about that. Do you think the league is making the right move with that, or do you think it's unique to just have the full calendar year approach?
I like it. I think for the league to take that next step and you know be aligned with the European calendar is going to be more beneficial than harmful. I think there's still some things that obviously need to be ironed out, but yeah, I mean in terms of playing that calendar, I know some places are going to be a little bit more difficult to play than others, but yeah, having the transfer windows line up, I think you're going to see. I think it'll be a little bit easier to target players and get players to move over. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, I like it. I think it's a good development for the league, and a good place to kind of start to move things forward in a more aligned direction with the rest of the world.
Speaking of development, Matt Freeze, you've seen him grow this year and how he's really continued to make leaps. Let's talk about the maturation you've seen from him in being now in this position.
Yeah, obviously, it's been almost a full calendar year. And being with him in January camp and to now, he's grown leaps and bounds. Maturity-wise, he's always been very vocal, wants to learn, wants to ask questions, wants to have feedback, and that's not just from the coaches. He speaks to everybody in front of him to understand their tendencies and their movements, and the feedback is the same. Hey, what do you like? Where do you want us? What's best for you? Because we want to put each other in the best positions possible, and he's really developed that over the course of the last probably 10 months. Like I said, since we've been together, and it's great to see his confidence has grown and grown and grown, and it's something that it hopefully will continue on, because he's worked really hard to get to this point.
Lastly, Tim, so how does it feel to play in Philadelphia? The city has a big sports culture. How much do you think that will help you guys?
Yeah, it's important. Obviously, we've played a lot of games in a lot of the same cities over the course of the past couple of years, and being in Philly, it's been a long time since I played here with the national team. So it's exciting. We're excited to be here. We're excited to play in front of the Philly fan base, and like you said, it's such a big sports city. The sports culture here is one of the biggest, and so yeah, we're excited to be here and play in front of all the Philly fans.
Tim, do you have a favorite Pochettino saying right now because of how colorful and just full of energy he is? And do you have a favorite saying that you've been so far in the national team?
I don't have a favorite saying. I think I try to take as much from him and his staff as possible, and I wouldn't say there's one particular. Like I've said, going back months, "Vamos" is a very big and prevalent saying in the camp at this time, and so it's fun to hear the different the different cultures and different languages being spoken. But yeah, I wouldn't say I have a favorite.